Welcome to Tutorial 4 on how to use Yearbook Avenue. In this tutorial, you'll be learning how to link pages. The first method of linking pages we'll look at is having the faces or the action face the gutter. So this photo, for example, you can see that the fellow is facing away from the gutter. By having him face the gutter, it psychologically has the reader looking towards the other page. So we can click on Format after we click on the photo and then simply click on Flip horizontally. Now you can see it's almost off the photo, so we have to double click on it, move him back onto the photo box, and then close. The second way to link pages is to bleed across the gutter. So this dominant photo could have been placed so it was bleeding across the gutter. If we did this, we'd want to make sure that no one's face and no important element of the photo is being cut by the gutter. If we were to do this, bleeding across the gutter, we'd also have to manage these two photos somehow. The third way to link pages is creating an eyeliner. The first type of eyeliner is artificial. By having the tops of these two photos line up, it actually creates a white line, the blank space, across, and that is an artificial eyeliner. It doesn't matter if the bottoms of these photos line up as long as the tops do. The real eyeliner is created by creating a box, and this can be very narrow or it could be very wide. We're going to first of all put it narrow, put it towards the back, and let's change this to a black. That's a Halloween kind of color. So this could be very narrow, could be right here, for example. But we're going to make it a little bit wider to emphasize the story and the dominant photo. Now when we put this on, we did put it right to the back. However, our lettering is all in black. So I'm holding Shift to select all of these three boxes and changing the lettering to white. White lettering on black background is called reverse type. It can be very effective if you don't overuse it. I'm going to now tie the two pages together by having common colors. We're going to change this title to a Halloween color, such as tangerine orange. Tangerine orange. We're also going to have all of the photo boxes have a tangerine orange border to them. To do this, to select them all at once, you hold Shift and now we can select them. Once we have them selected, now the dominant photo is a 3-point border, but it doesn't matter. We can just make sure we change the color and not touch the stroke, because we want to keep that dominant photo with a bigger stroke. So having this common color of orange for the title and for the borders will link the pages together. The last thing is to have the same background. Now don't choose busy backgrounds with a lot of patterns to them, because it does detract from the photos and from the story, and you don't want to be detracting from the main story. So we're going to create another box, and this time we are going to put it all the way across, and I'm going to send it to the back. At this time, this is sort of a gray. Now, it looked like we had white behind this previously. However, if you just leave it to the printers to print on paper, their paper may be a little bit gray. So it is important, even if you want a white background, to make a box and make it very white. Okay? Don't leave it to the printers and what kind of paper they're using. So as you can see, we've linked the pages in 5 different ways. We've had the faces or the action facing the gutter. We have bleeding. We could use a photo to bleed across the gutter. We can create an artificial eyeline by having the top of the photos lining up, having a real eyeline by having a box or a line going all the way across the two pages. We could have the same background, in which case we have white here and black again, and having common colors. For the next tutorial, watch the next tutorial in order to learn how to submit pages.